What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Court Report. Your Denver Nuggets are a gritty team that are gonna power it out even without the stars. And guess what? We have a super special guest today on the show. Gianna Girardi is here with us. Let's get to it. Hello, hello. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Excited to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Yes, we're excited to have you. Gianna Girardi in the flesh, on the set. How you doing?
We're doing great. We're happy about that last Nuggets win. I was kind of not expecting that one. So it was great to see our bench guys kind of step up. We have a game tonight. Looking for another win.
Yeah, it was. I've heard multiple people around Denver and the media saying that was the best regular season Nuggets win that they've seen. Even Lombardi said it.
Yeah, I don't know about ever.
I mean, it's a pretty wild
even
statement.
Christmas, that was, I don't know. It was an amazing game. One of the best. I will agree with that. One of the best this season, kind of, maybe.
Kind of, maybe.
Super committed to that.
Well, we're going to get into that. But first, let's, introduce everyone to Gianna. For those who may not know who, you are and who she is and what you do, give us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. Hi, guys. My name is Gianna Girardi. I am covering the Nuggets with Guerrilla Sports this season alongside these guys. I'm the beat reporter that is in the stadium. So in the locker room, on the court, before and after the game, bringing all the coverage to you guys from Ball Arena. But outside of that, I also work for the Rockies. I'm the in-game host for the Rockies. Grew up here in Colorado, so kind of a Colorado everything fan, but happy to be covering the Nuggets this season. It's been a lot of fun and looking for bigger and better things,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've had a lot of fun covering the Nuggets with you, Gianna, and so thankful that you made it into the studio today. So this season so far, you've been to a lot of games, a lot of home games. What has been the biggest moment for you so far that stood out of this season?
Oh, honestly, I would say I did intern for Altitude when I was in college, so spent a lot of time around the Nuggets then, and honestly, the coolest thing that I've seen so far this season is even after all the new faces have been added, the chemistry between that team is just absolutely incredible. And all the guys are really looking out for each other, which I feel like you don't see as often in sports, but they really all do have each other's back. And I feel like it's just a really special group of players.
Yeah, you definitely get that feel. You get that feel that these guys, even though they haven't been, they feel as though they've been playing together for such a long time. And we added 5 new faces this offseason. So to see that chemistry still maintain itself really shows well in the front office and the decisions that they made when it comes to bringing these guys on. So not only are we seeing it translate to the court, but the off the court has been really well. And just knowing that you're behind the scenes so much and you see that as well, it's always a good thing to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very special.
Yeah, it seems like, they've kind of embraced this area of the season where, injuries have come kind of derailed. But it seems like, with the camaraderie, they've come together. How do you see kind of like the coaching as well? How's that been looking as far as just keeping the team together, keeping them on the kind of same accord?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a great coaching staff. Lots of props to them, especially the fact that we won that game with none of our starters in. Obviously, they're doing something right, and it's cool to see the vets step up and coaching the younger guys. I think that's another fun aspect, is let alone they have that chemistry on the court, but off the court as well. They're helping each other, speaking basketball every day, making each other better. So I think all around, our coaching staff and our players have been doing a great job in the coaching aspect.
Yeah. Seems like it.
Well, since you brought it up, I mean, that win against the 76ers, I know we're talking about it being the greatest of all time. I mean, it could be in that conversation. I think it depends upon how this season ends and how they do in this stretch of time where we're down so many stars. But it was a very impressive win, and it just shows so much toughness and versatility of the Nuggets' depth. Not having a single starter play and be competitive against a fully healthy 76ers roster which is a title contender when they're fully healthy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just amazing to say, and it just speaks to so many different arms of the organization coming together for that type of win. And I think the person who impressed me the most was Jalen Pickett.
Woo!
Man,
yeah.
I've been talking about getting him in the lineup all season.
29 points.
Adam finally watched the show and listened to me, and now look at us. Look at us now.
Look at us now.
Yeah.
He clearly had been watching because you have been on the Pickett train, and no pun intended for the pickaxes that the Nuggets have. But you're right. Like to see the scouting department really clearly has gone and done their work and brought in the right people and the right type of people, because it didn't look like the Nuggets were ever really out of it the other night versus a full strength 76ers team who is, I believe, 5th in the East right now
on a 3-game win streak.
On a 3-game,
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like they beat some lowly team that's not going to be in the playoffs. These guys are going to be there for a deep run, maybe. Let me say maybe.
Injury concerns are always there. Yeah.
Let me say maybe, but yeah, the scouting department has to get a little pat on the back because the G League guys were really out there balling the other day.
It was great
to see.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And just that depth aspect is just incredible. And another member of that just success that we saw on the court has been Peyton Watson. We talked about him earlier this year getting paid, and we got a little bit of pushback from that. Now, most people agreed that, yes, he should be paid. Let's wait till the end of the season. Let's see what he does. Well, what are we waiting for now? I think at this point, it's pretty evident that Peyton Watson has star talent ability, averaging over 20 points per game in the 4 games since he's essentially taken over a much more greater starter role since Nikola Jokic went down. So to see what he's been able to do, honestly, it makes me a little concerned they didn't sign him in the offseason, because now he's going to be owed more money than we can likely offer him. So it'll be really interesting how we approach this offseason and try to structure something around a limited amount of money that they can do. Hopefully they're able to convince him to stay in that winning culture and really be able to make an impact that way and be part of a long-term championship team, similar to what the Thunder are trying to do. But I don't know. It's going to be hard for him to turn down 20 to 30 million a year, which is probably what teams are going to be offering him next season.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's going to be kind of tough to keep. I think they got to try to do something before the season's done.
Yeah.
Because if they wait to the end and they let him go to the open market, there's going to be a team that's going to be able to offer him more and give him maybe even a bigger role. Guaranteed probably starter, what we're seeing next year. And I mean, what was it, 24.7 rebounds last game? He's really stepped up in the absence of our starters, all 5 starters, but mostly all the 4 starters that have been out. So yeah, it's really going to be important to get him locked down before someone else can kind of get that conversation started.
He's been such a fun player to watch. I mean, we have to remember that Peyton Watson came into the league at, I believe, 19 years old.
Yep.
And he's been with the Nuggets this whole time. So being able to watch his growth as a player and just becoming a man has been a very fun, and I'm excited for Peyton Watson. I mean, 24.7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 blocks, I believe.
Yeah, timely blocks, too. Very timely blocks.
Good game from P-Watt.
Yeah, Peyton Watson's been nothing short of impressive, and he's been able to step up where the Nuggets need him to. And I like that you pointed out like how young he started on this team, because he didn't come out quite at the same clip that Christian Brown did. And we saw the talent, we saw what he was capable of, but Christian ramped up faster than him. But now we're seeing almost a similar type of play from him. And it's just been super impressive. I really did not think we were going to see this level of offense from him this season. So for him to be able to step up and average, I think we're well over 15 points per game at this point as a starter for Peyton Watson. It's just been incredible. And it just, again, speaks to the Nuggets. I mean, this organization just such a good job of setting these guys up for success and making this a program that builds their guys up rather than like, oh, you're not working out, goodbye. Like, oh, you're not working out, goodbye. Like, that's how most of these teams operate. It's like 1-2 years and then they're done with a player. And it's good to see this is his fifth year. Yeah. So it's been impressive to see him just stick with it, keep his nose down and like really just put in the work. And it's coming to fruition. But there's been some other impressive guys too in this run. So I think who is really going to be this X factor in this stretch of games that we have coming up? I mean, we're still looking at roughly 3 to 4 more weeks of Jokic being on the sidelines. AG and CB hopefully going to be back in the lineup tonight along with Jamal Murray. So outside of those obvious 3, who else do we feel like is really going to help put the Nuggets over top?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we talked about Peyton. I think Jalen Pickett I think he needs to be in the rotation more. Clearly, he can score at a high clip. He can hit big shots. He can hit timely shots. He can hit tough shots over people, over defenders. He's not afraid to go after a superstar defender. He doesn't seem like he shrinks in the moment. And so that's going to be really big. Bruce Brown, I mean, come on, 19 points, 6 rebounds for Bruce Brown is pretty good. And we want to see that. That's him contributing to that kind of hustle, those hustle plays, getting his hand in the passing lanes. Tough basket at the very end. I think he was the go-ahead basket at the end of the game, right?
Yeah, it's Joel Embiid's goaltending.
On the goaltending, right? And so I think he's going to have to step up. Obviously, Spencer Jones, come back to that consistency, but he's really surprised, I think, both of us, but he's really surprised us. And I think when you have that group, and then obviously Tim Hardaway, we want to get him back healthy because we want to see him scoring 25 or more points a game. But I think those like 4 or 5 guys, if those guys can really step up and just keep us afloat, if Jamal starts coming back, it looks like we might get Christian, maybe AG every other game. I don't know, right? I don't know what the plan is for that. But I would rather have them later on in the season than have them now, especially seeing what we have on the bench. But I think, those kind of 4 guys are really going to need to like step up as we go on this stretch till the end of February.
Yeah, I would agree. Kind of curious where Zeke Najee's going to fall in all of this. I liked your tweet that you had. Was it Jalen Pickett's what Zeke's supposed to be? Was that what it was?
Spencer Jones was what we were promised about Zeke Najee.
Okay, yes. But I'd like to, I don't know. He had 21 points the other night, so kind of good game from him, but would like to see him step up a little more.
Yeah, I like that about Zeke, and sorry, Zeke, I don't mean to pick on you, man, but I love seeing that from him. And for his contract amount, like, he's a player we should try to utilize if we can. Obviously, Calvin Booth didn't make the greatest decisions ever, but he did sign Zeke for a reason, and he felt like Zeke fit the mold of the Nuggets to a certain degree for whatever purpose. And so seeing him get those 21 points gives me faith that he can do this. On the other side, Zeke has a tendency to do this a couple times a year just to remind us of like, oh yeah, this is why he got paid. This is why he's on the team. And then kind of not do a whole lot the rest of the game. So the consistency factor
would be nice.
Because if we can get him as a contributing bench rotation player at 6'11", like putting him next to Val, Deron Holmes, like that really is a big advantage, especially with his athleticism and defensive prowess. So like being able to really utilize him off the bench and potentially as a scorer, like getting 10 points per game out of him as a bench sixth or seventh or eighth guy, like that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
So hopefully we could see that consistency start to really flourish for Zeke. That's my hope for him.
Well, I mean, I know that you'd like to see it, obviously, because we've talked about it. And, I do got to give him his flowers for the other night. He did play really well. It looked like they all had that energy, though. They all had like this extra bit of energy the other night and really kind of came together.
Yeah,
the heart was really
it was in
there.
the air.
Yeah, it was. In the city of brotherly love, right? So, yeah, I think that it would be good to get him going more consistently. I think that is the word that we want to talk about with Zeke Naji is just more consistency. But as for some context, as a team, the Nuggets still lead the league in scoring at 124 points a game, right? They also rank amongst the top teams in field goal percentage and 3-point accuracy, 50% field goal percentage, 40% 3-point percentage. And defensive rebounds are starting to grow a little bit more. They're actually 7th in the league in defensive rebounds.
Wow.
And so to get into that top 5, I think getting Zeke some playing time with his athleticism and just say, hey, just get out there, focus on rebounding and starting our offense on the fast break and running the court. If you focus on those things, he's going to be a weapon that we can be using deep into the season, especially when we get Valanciunas and Jokic back. So it's those little kind of moments that he just needs to figure out what that niche position is on this team for him to keep being consistently used on the floor. Because when he does and he plays well, I mean, we all benefit.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we've got a really tough stretch of games coming up here. Celtics tonight, and then several other tough ones coming up before we're going to see Jokic return back to the lineup. So what are we feeling? How many games do we have left in this projected Jokic outage?
So we have 20 until the All-Star break starts.
Yeah, which I have a feeling if the Nuggets are doing well enough, Jokic is probably going to sit out until after the All-Star break to give him that extended rest.
Yeah.
Making sure that he's ready for the playoffs, because obviously, especially with those knee contusions and hyperextension, it's a really sensitive area, and it's not something we want to rush. Have him come back, potentially get injured again from coming back too soon. So I would imagine that we see him out until after All-Star break, which as a GM or a coach, like, why bring him back just so he can play for like 2 or 3 games before then? You know?
Agreed.
And then he has to go to All-Star weekend.
Exactly. And he's probably not going to play, I'm assuming right now.
I mean, I don't think he would want to.
I don't think
but
I'm assuming. But
yeah.
we'll see. But you know what's interesting? Cam Johnson actually said something about all these injuries and what it's going to be able to do for the team over this next stretch before the All-Star break. Let's see what he had to say.
Yeah, man. It's just a brutal stretch for us right now. It happens in this league. It happens. For everything to kind of line up in this way where it's kind of one after another, it's definitely tough. Everybody's putting their best foot forward at rehab. We got guys, AG and CB have already stepped back onto the court, which is just great for us. And then, it's just the battle. It's just a fight from there on, and everybody's going to work to just get back in peak shape. And hopefully we grab that momentum back in the regular season. In the meantime, the guys that we have playing are doing a great job, stepping up, competing on a night in, night out basis. And, I'm really loving what I'm seeing. And guys like DeRon Holmes getting an opportunity to go out there and play major minutes, and Zeke playing more minutes, and then PY, you're seeing him kind of have the ball in his hand more and be more of a scorer. It's going to be great for those guys to be able to step up and really find their rhythms and get reps and see different situations. But overall, man, tough stretch, but we're gonna push through.
Yeah, so it's a tough stretch. These next 20 games, we got 11 home games in that 20 game stretch, right? Big ones to watch through there. You got Boston tonight, you got the Lakers, you got Detroit twice, you got the Knicks, and you have Milwaukee twice. So those are impactful games. Those are like all tops of the East and the West that we're gonna have to take down. How do you guys see our record after this 20 game stretch?
I don't want to say I'm not confident, but with the injuries, it does make me a little less confident. I mean, even tonight, the Celtics have climbed up to second place in the Eastern Conference. So that's going to be a pretty tough battle. Obviously, we always go back and forth with the Lakers. And I don't know. I have a lot of faith in our team. I think we're a deep team. We've got some great guys on the bench with some great talent, but it does make me a little nervous, and I'm hoping CB, AG, Jamal will all be fine, be playing. Obviously, we don't have Jokic for the next month, but I think we could get it done without him if we get the others back.
Okay, so out of 20 games, what's your prediction between now and All-Star? How many wins, how many losses?
I don't know. What are you thinking?
I don't really see them going under 500. I mean, I just don't. I mean, when you consider AG and Christian Brown are basically back. I know they're kind of on and off in the rotation at the moment, but we can essentially count on them being a part of the roster from the foreseeable future. Cam Johnson is due to come back soon. So that's a lot of good rotation pieces. And then you add the confidence of these guys who've had a little taste of starting, some extended minutes, getting their feet wet, feeling what it's like to be hitting the shots they need to hit, where they need to be. Right. I think that really adds a lot to this. So I could see them winning 12 out of 20. If they win 12 out of 20 between now and All-Star, assuming Jokic doesn't get back, they're in a really good position come playoff time. They can really strategize where they want to end up and ideally be a contender. The Thunder have been a little bit on the ropes lately, pretty much 500 out of the same amount of losses. I want to say 6-6.
Yeah, they've been 6-6 over the last 12
6-6
games.
out of the last 12. Yeah. So Nuggets backups, if they can do just as good as the Thunder, I think we'll be doing okay. I'm not worried. Yeah. What do you think, DC? If you had to put a number on, I'd love to come back to this when we hit All-Star weekend.
I would love to as well. If I had to put a number on it, I would say going 500 would be a win. You have to keep the pace of your rankings right now in the West ahead of some of these teams that are climbing. I believe that the 6th and the 7th seed both have now 20 wins, 21 wins, right? And the fourth in the West has 24 wins, right? So this stretch can kind of make or break. And I think there's second place in the West is 5 games back from the Thunder, or Boston's 4 games back from Detroit. So these aren't in stone races at all, especially the way that Oklahoma City's been playing recently. So right, there's some vulnerability. I think the mystique has kind of shed away from them.
Maybe the referee.
Maybe the Chris Finch effect. I don't know. We'll go look up the Chris Finch effect.
6-6 since the Chris Finch game.
So there might be something to it. But I think the story here really is about the bench and what the bench can do. You got the Nuggets bench has put over 1,100 total bench points so far this season.
That's much improved over last year.
That is much improved over last year. And in recent play, point differential per 100 possessions, they rank near the top of the league in points scored for the bench.
Wow.
So I think the story here really is, can the bench continue what we've seen? And if they can, I think 11, 12 games is perfectly able to consider, but I'd be happy with 10 and 10.
So you're thinking 10 and 10. What's your
10.
hard stone number?
10 wins.
Because you can't say 10, 11, 12. It's like, see, I was right.
10 and 10.
10 and 10. All right, 500. All right, Gianna, with all that, do you got a number for us? Don't be afraid.
Honestly, I may be a little more of the pessimistic one. I'm going to go.
Okay.
We're going to win 9.
Okay.
All right. That's fair, though. I mean, that's fair. It's the reality of the situation, right? DC listed off a bunch of very top-heavy contending teams that they have to face between now and then. Even though the Bucks are closer to 500, that's a team that can beat anybody at any night.
Exactly.
It's just a case of how they're playing that night.
Exactly.
I mean, with somebody like Giannis on the floor, Kevin Porter Jr. is even really coming to his own on that team. Like, you really can't count them out. So they have plenty of tests along the way. The way I see it, and what makes me more relaxed as a fan and as media personality, is this is a great time for these young guys. It's a really good opportunity for them to get that confidence going, get situated, so when it comes time for playoffs where the starters are in, these bench guys aren't afraid of the moment. They're not afraid to play as if they were the starters when they're coming in for 6 to 10 minutes at a time. So I think that is going to be such a big factor for this team when Jokic comes back healthy, is now we'll have a bench 1 through 15 that's confident in playing,
right?
Because they've had the minutes, they've had the opportunity. There's very few guys outside of Spencer Jones and Curtis Jones who really haven't seen an NBA floor for an extended period of time. So I think that this is going to prove invaluable come playoffs.
Absolutely. I think I think you're 100% spot on there. And mind you, there's another emotional game in this 20 game stretch. What is the MPJ return game?
We saw one already.
That was in Brooklyn.
Oh, in Brooklyn.
But they come to Denver.
Arena.
Yeah, they come. I just I don't want them to do like Russell or Westbrook did. I don't need him going off for 50 points that night.
You better get ready for it. That's what's going to happen.
MPJ takeover.
MPJ
I'm curious
first
to
option
see.
Porter Jr.
Yeah, right.
I'm curious to see how the fans are going to react to MPJ.
Yeah,
we saw some boos for Russell Westbrook.
We did.
That was disappointing. Russell Westbrook's a hooper, and he gave his all here. And it was such a split crowd with Westbrook after that
Either love him
Timberwolves
or
game.
hate him.
Well, when Jokic went 61, 10, and 10, Westbrook missed a pivotal, potentially game-winning shot that cost. It was a layup, easy shot. He missed it. Fans immediately turned on Westbrook. And he had been explosive all year. That's just how Westbrook is. He's chaotic. But just the amount of people after he put in, I want to say 15, 5, and 5 off the bench on a contract minimum, it's like, what more did you want from it?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be counting on your sixth man making a vet minimum to win you the game. That was what I had to explain to everybody. It's like, if he was making $30 million a year, we should be mad at him. But this guy just band-aided our bench this season. The only reason we're even competing is because Westbrook's on the team. And Gianna, from your perspective, how do you feel like the fans felt when MPJ got traded? Because last season towards the playoffs, it was starting to become more split. Do you feel like a lot of fans still hold love for MPJ?
I think a lot of people were excited when he initially got traded. I think people are a little more upset about it now because I think especially at the start of the season, we didn't see from Cameron Johnson what we were wanting or expecting. Things have turned around in that aspect, which is good. But I think it was a kind of a fleeting, oh, get rid of MPJ, and then people changed their mind and decided they wanted him back. He's also part of that championship team, which Denver fans are always going to love and respect anyone who was a part of that. So I am very, very curious to see what their reaction is when he's back here in Denver.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see as well. I mean, like you said, it was kind of split with Russell Westbrook. He was only here for a year. MPJ was it 4 years, 3 years, 4 years?
It's like 7.
Yeah,
7? Was
he
7?
was here for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because he was hurt when he first came in. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay, I forgot about all that.
He's been here. He's been here a while.
So I think there's a little bit more emotion,
Mhm.
I think, coming from the fans that will be at the game. But I'm curious. I don't know. Can it be all booze? I mean, he won a championship. He helped on the run. He hit some big shots in the playoffs. He always spaced the floor. I just hope that, people won't have too much recency bias for what he did while he was here in his whole time.
Mhm.
Yeah. For me, I mean, Michael Porter Jr. is a certified Nuggets legend. Like, he deserves the respect of the fans,
He's got a
whether you
ring.
liked him or not. He was part of a pivotal championship, the only championship in Nuggets history. He's the leader in all-time three-pointers made for the Nuggets in a season. So it's just one of those things. Like, he has an all-time record for the Nuggets, so that makes him a Nuggets legend. I've gotten in a lot of arguments with people online about whether or not Michael
You're going
Porter
to
Jr.
again too.
is an all-time guy, and he is. He is a part of Nuggets history, whether you want it or not. There's no way he's not in those history books as one of the pivotal players from that championship roster, and just as a player as a whole. We're talking about a guy who fell in the draft position to 14th after potentially being a number 1 overall pick due to injuries, coming back, averaging about 18 to 19 points per game for his entire career, now exploding to 27 points per game.
Yep.
He's just given nothing but his all. And so it's been disappointing to see some of the fans talk about wanting to get him traded. And I think it was time. I think it made sense and it worked out well. But I love what he's doing over in Brooklyn. And frankly, this comes up too, but it was an even trade.
Mhm.
It was an even trade. At the end of the day, the Nuggets got what they wanted, because it wasn't just Cameron Johnson, right? It was 3 other roster spots that were filled because of that move. So
Right.
I think that between getting rid of MPJ and Sarge together and now having Valanciunas, Tim Hardaway Jr., Bruce Brown, and Cameron Johnson, that definitely equals those 2 players plus the first-round pick.
Absolutely.
And Brooklyn got what they wanted.
Mhm.
I think myself, as an MPJ fan, I love seeing what he's doing over in Brooklyn. I think it's been amazing. So,
It's impressive.
I'm
It
kind of
has been
curious. Like,
impressive.
what do
It's been
you
impressive.
feel about the trade situation? Do you feel like you mentioned it a little bit, but do you feel like it evened out at this point?
I do. I honestly do. I think a few less headaches PR wise as well, which is always beneficial. But no, I will forever love and miss MPJ. I think I agree with you. I think he was a big part of Nuggets history, was here to turn around a team and win a championship. And there's just something special to be said about that. But I do think it was an even trade, and I do think it was time. I was happy with it. I still am. So
yeah, well said.
As a hooper, I think I'm extremely happy to see him hooping out like that in Brooklyn. Like, he needed, and clearly, I think for his mental state, needed space to breathe in a way, in more or less words, right? He needed to be able to, like, let me go somewhere outside of where I was drafted and just be me, not be put in a role right away. Let me just be me, be the lead guy, and then I can figure out, okay, can I win championships this way? Or do I need to get back to a team like the Nuggets where it's like, okay, I fit this role and now we're a superpower, right? So I think obviously Brooklyn's going to be up and down because they just, they don't have the overall talent to get to the top this year. But I love seeing what he's doing from a basketball perspective. I love seeing someone just go and succeed. And like you said, on the Denver side, Denver got a team that is cohesive and is together and has each other's backs and is not worried about getting 25, 30 points a night or 10 to 8 points a night. None of them care. As long as they win at the end of the night, they don't care. And that's what you really want to see. And I think those teams are the ones that eventually in sports get to the top of the mountain.
Yeah, and that's a shift we've seen in the NBA a lot. When you look at the Pacers, the Thunder, even though the Thunder have a clear-cut star, just like the Nuggets do, it's still a team basketball sport. Same thing with the Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton, obviously in control of that team, but they're the driving force behind the main engine, which is 11 other guys who contribute to winning basketball. And that really is a lot to be said. I mean, the Nuggets got a whole team out of that. But I love seeing, like, Michael Porter Jr. just getting the ball whenever he wants. He can take the shots. There's no pressure. If they lose, they're the Nets. If they win, Michael Porter Jr. is great. So it's just a good situation for him to be in, and I'm really happy with what I've seen so far. And just very excited about that.
And you want to know what camaraderie looks like on the team? This is what camaraderie looks like.
Yeah, I saw
the team. You know?
Impressive on both ends. I mean, Peyton Watson is listening. He's locked in. He's like, Jokic, tell me, and I'll listen. Jokic is helping his teammates out.
Yeah.
You know?
It's I mean, those are the kind of things that you want to see, though.
Yeah.
On a championship team, those are the kind of things you want to see. Your star player pulls over your young talent, your rising star, if you will, pulls him over, and he's locked in. He's not trying to walk away. He's not trying to be like, all right, yeah. He's locked in, listening to every word. And that's what you want to see, and that's what championship teams have. And so I think that they still have a really good run at it because they've been able to keep this pace without 4 huge players on their team. And that's what makes them a championship team. That's what I think makes them the scariest, because I think people are counting them out. I think people are starting to be like, oh, they're just hit with the bug. It's unfortunate. It's going to be a throwaway year. No, they're still 4th in the West right now.
Right.
Like they're right in striking distance.
Yeah. And it really personally pains me to see Jokic not on the MVP ladder anymore. They've officially removed him from the power rankings.
I didn't see that.
Well, it's the power rankings. He's not playing. So theoretically speaking, he's going to miss too many games. So the NBA is essentially trying to wean off of him appearing in the leaderboard so they can try to generate a new conversation.
Do you know about this with the NBA and the awards in the NBA that you have to play a certain amount of games now?
It's been a big conversation as of late with how many they go. And before we segue, I think there's a good question there, but I wanted to just touch base on this is why Jokic is an MVP.
Yeah.
I love the people who try to say that Jokic doesn't care about basketball, because you look at a clip like this and it's like, how can you say he doesn't? This is a guy who's injured. He doesn't have to coach anybody. He could just sit there on the sidelines and chill. Instead, he's pulling over the guy who's performing well, breaking down the other team's plays, and providing him with veteran leadership and knowledge. And that was one thing he committed to at the beginning of the season, was trying to be a better veteran leader. And this is how you do it. We saw in the playoffs last year. And this is the kind of thing that just makes him so valuable to a team, because even when he's hurt, he's still providing insight that helps these young guys win games. And it's with him on your sidelines, it's just hard to ever count the Nuggets out, because his IQ is just off the charts. It's just off the charts insane. And so I just love seeing clips like that where Jokic is coaching these guys up, because that is such a big difference maker. And you just don't see it from leaders from these teams as much anymore. And it's just good, like you said, the ecosystem of Watson absorbing the information, Jokic giving it to him, and then executing on the whole thing. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. But I think leading on to the question that you were about to bring up is, should the NBA continue with that rule, missing 65 games, essentially 17 games out of the year? If you need 65 games or more to be able to compete for any of the major awards. How do you feel about that, Gianna? Do you think that rule is necessary?
Kind of tough to say. I would say that it makes sense, but at the same time, I don't love that. You can't help if you get hurt. You can't help if you're missing something. If you're still playing the best when you're in, why should it matter how many games you play?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's a good statement, because what if I played 60 games, but I'm clearly the best player in the league? I lead the league in points and assists.
We're going to have that conversation soon.
But yeah, we're going to have that conversation soon, and we will when it happens. But how does that make sense? I don't see how it makes sense to say, oh, you did great, but you didn't do it at 65 a clip. There's so many players that don't play 65 games, and you, like you said, you can't help if you get injured. You can't help that. But you have a player like Jokic, who's obviously was running away with the MVP almost, right? I mean, Luka is playing.
To anyone who's actually watching basketball,
Luka is playing amazing as well. But he's had some down a couple weeks here over the last few weeks. But Jokic was running away with it, it seems like. And then you're going to tell me that the best player who we're all talking about is on this generational run, this generational season. Now we're going to just take away that, it's a, not necessarily like a devastating injury, but it's a serious injury. You're out multiple weeks, months, and now you're just saying, oh, yeah, he's not the MVP. So you're going to give it to someone who has a worse year? That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's tough. I think with how the voting works, the people who are in charge of placing those votes should be intelligent enough and plugged into the NBA enough to make that decision. Like, okay, yes, they played very well, but unfortunately they missed 22 games. I don't see them as the MVP. I think that should be more so up to the voting staff.
Right.
And I think originally this was created to curb some more of that rest that we've kind of seen coming out of the league, where players are intentionally resting themselves, trying to stay injury free, which, to be honest, I don't think it's really worked all that well, because the guys who do it tend to actually be injured pretty frequently.
Well, and there's so many injuries across the league this year too.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a whole other conversation in its own, but I just don't see the rule being necessary. But at the same time, like, I also don't think like Jokic should be the one to start the conversation, because there's so many people who are like,
and he probably never will be.
Yeah, and he could care less.
Yeah.
He could care less about who the MVP is. He wants to win the championship. And even then, like, peak happiness level, I don't know how. I mean, he looked really happy at the parade. I will say that. He was stoked at the parade. But yeah, it's an interesting conversation. I think it's still worth the conversation, and that's going to be up to Adam Silver to decide whether or not it's going to be valid. It's certainly generated a lot of discussion around just the NBA, NBA talking heads as of late.
Yeah, it has been. We'll see what happens. I understand what they're trying to do and push players to not have load management, as they like to call it. It's load management. But I just don't like the number, because it's such a, I don't know. It's such a low number. Like, if it's like 25 games, I'm like, okay, yeah, you missed 25, 30 games.
Yeah, 17's not a lot.
Like, 17's not a lot for the whole season of an 82, game season.
Yeah, one minor injury, like a hyperextension, which realistically isn't a huge deal.
Yeah.
Now he's out of the conversation.
Yeah. Or if you're like out 2 weeks, if you have a high ankle sprain, you're out 2 weeks. You're like, that's 14 days right there. So now I can't miss three more games, and it's it for me. But I'm having the best season. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, but we'll continue to keep our eye on it and see what comes of it, because it might not be as big a deal, but we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll
definitely worth monitoring. But before we get into hardwood headlines, our NBA subject, I think we got some comments here about some Nuggets stuff.
Oh,
you want to get some of these pulled up?
Yeah, let's go to the
Let's see what we got first. From Katie, P-Watt needs to stay. He has great energy. Yes.
Yeah,
totally he does. We 100% agree with that, Katie. We just got to get a deal done before the end of the season. They got to get a deal done, because if not, someone's going to put a bag in front of them. And it's, as we've seen through college and professional sports, it's hard to turn down a bag. It's hard to turn down a bag.
Bruce, I mean, if he shows up in the playoffs, they win a championship, who's not offering him $30 million a year?
Right.
If I'm a Pelicans or a team that really needs a star, a young guy, I'd pay him. Yeah, 150, 30 million a year. Yeah.
Or, I mean, Brooklyn needs someone else to go along with the MPJ.
Yeah, 100%. All right, what do we got next here? How about them Celtics? I mean, I don't know what show you're turning into.
But, yeah, hopefully they're getting taken down tonight. How about that?
It'll be interesting.
How about that?
It'll be interesting to see, but they have been playing well.
They have
been playing well.
Not to their
They've
credit.
been playing really well.
Second in the East without Jason Tatum, arguably their MVP candidate. I mean, that's incredible. Jaylen Brown proving he is a legitimate first option. If not, he's now currently an MVP candidate.
Yeah, Jaylen
top
Brown.
3.
He took
Jaylen Brown,
on the rankings.
29.6 points.
Looks like he maybe fixed his hairline a little bit. I don't know.
It's still sprayed on.
I was plaguing the league there for a little bit. Haven't seen it in a minute. All right, last one here. Bravo bench, 100%. Yeah, you couldn't ask more from a bench unit than winning a game against a title contender. So
no, absolutely
incredible.
They really showed out. I really, I threw the stats out there, but to see what the bench has come from over the last couple of years to what it is now, that is something reliable. Maybe not like super elite yet, but they're right there, and they're growing every day. So
night and day difference. I mean, even thinking back to last year, if Jokic were out, it would be catastrophic.
Oh my gosh.
So night and day difference with our bench for sure.
You don't even want to think.
And I don't know, did you guys see Spencer Jones' LinkedIn post?
Oh man, I'm so glad.
How
you brought
awesome
that up.
was that? I thought that was great. I mean, he talked about how on paper it didn't make sense, but they had the heart and the energy and got it done. And sometimes all it takes is wanting it more than the other team. So
yeah, well said. And I agree with that 100%. Like, doesn't make sense on paper, but that's basketball. That's why we tune in and watch it, because
that's why you play the
there's
games.
only 5 guys out there. It's any given day. You know, the talent in the NBA is amazing. It's incredible. For those of you guys who haven't played against NBA prospects, you can't even imagine how good these guys are at basketball. Guys you've never even heard of. I love Brian Scalabrine because he always puts that into people. Like people who played D1 college will talk crap to Brian because he averaged 3 points per game his whole career.
Yeah.
He was a champion, part of a lot of big time teams, but then he'll like go and play them now, like in his 40s and 50s, and just destroy them, just wreck these guys who have been good at basketball their whole life.
Yeah.
But it just shows you like, hey, at any given time, I'm better than anyone else. Like, what was the quote? It was, I'm closer to LeBron than you are to me.
Yeah.
Like, what a
that
statement.
was the quote. I'm closer. Yeah, it is true though.
It's so true.
It's true though. I think it is. You're right. It's hard because you see all of them on an equal talent floor. And so the things that they do, they make it look easy, or it looks really hard, or they're playing really good defense. But you're like, no.
Not
you're
easily comparable.
Yeah,
to
you're not
going to
be like that. Remember,
I mean,
people,
look at our Nuggets coaches versus media game.
Yeah,
absolutely destroyed. And that was the coaching staff. But yeah,
John,
not
you
easily.
did have some highlights. You got some highlights in there.
Yep, I got posted getting dunked on.
Oh, you got dunked on.
No.
Last I checked, you were on the rim.
I saw you hanging from the
That's
rim.
I
did that too.
Yeah.
I did that too.
Yeah.
Might have had a little assistance getting up there, but
no one's telling.
Yeah.
But Spencer LinkedIn Jones, I think that might be his new nickname for me.
Oh yeah. I love it.
Stanford
I think it was
graduate.
so fun.
Yeah, I think it's great. And he's like really leaned into that too.
I know.
That's become a thing on social media.
I mean, it's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Like
everyone's saying like, yeah, he beat us so bad he went and updated his resume.
Yeah.
I think that's freaking hilarious. Just annotated it for the future. Like, yeah, I beat the 76ers once. Like,
yeah.
like,
with all the backups.
Yeah.
With all the backups.
No starters.
There's no starters at all.
Yeah, a little highlight for his feed there. But I guess now we're going to move into some hardwood headlines. Let's expand out to the rest of the league. Take a look at what's going on right now. DC, what do you got for us?
As we expand, I will say though, as we get off of, this last game, this VJ Edgecombe guy is someone I really like watching play basketball.
Pretty good.
Like he is just like this spark plug, gets you a rebound when you want. Something that Bruce Brown kind of does for us. Like, right, he can really go for a rookie. And I'm like, oh my goodness. But as we move on, I just wanted to say that really quick. I gave him his flowers, VJ.
I think it's in line with what we're talking about. I mean, he's just another one of these talented rookies that have come from this class. This has got to be one of the most talented rookie classes.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate that I've seen in recent time. Like, most of the time there's always that one guy who's really looked at and noticed, like Cooper Flagg.
Right.
But we've got Derek Queen, you've got Khan, you've got VJ. I mean, all these guys are producing at a really high level right now. Like right out of the gate. Derek Queen looks like a mini Jokic.
Yeah, he does.
So it's been really impressive seeing what these rookies can do early on. And it'll be interesting how it changes the landscape of the league. I mean, the Mavericks with Cooper Flagg playing the way he is, when they've got Kyrie Irving coming back.
Yeah, Kyrie's still coming back.
That could be a competitive team still.
Yeah. I mean, they're scary. I mean, they're only at 14 wins right now. So we'll see. They've got some catching up to do. But as long as, the Nuggets keep winning at least 10, like I said, we should stay 10 ahead of them. I think there's a lot of youth in this league that we are starting to see get comfortable. And I don't know, it might be a couple of years away from the changing of the guard, right? You have a lot of guys like LeBron and Steph. Obviously, Steph and Draymond, I guess, since, he won championships too. Kevin Durant. All those guys are getting into their, final stretch of their careers here. And it looks like the NBA is going to be in a really bright spot with some of these stars that are coming up. And I've really enjoyed seeing the talent level and the professionalism that they've kind of all shown to come in and make really big impacts on their teams like right away. Mm-hmm. And that's hard to do.
Absolutely. Very, very difficult. And right now there is a lot of potential teams in the West that are doing well. We're seeing teams like the Clippers starting to figure it out with Kawhi Leonard returning, averaging 36 points per game on a really heavy win streak right now, trying to battle their way out. They're in a really deep hole. Their goal is just potentially make the play-in tournament. But Derek Jones Jr. just went down for them recently, and that was something that they had cited as a reason for their losses. But for you, Gianna, who do you feel like is a team right now that has got some potential in the West? Obviously the Thunder, but who else is on your card there?
Yeah. I mean, OKC obviously is the team to beat. They definitely make everyone a little bit nervous, but maybe, I don't know. I mean, the West is just full of talent. If comparing the West to the East, I feel like is always crazy to think about. The
Yeah.
West has the best basketball, in my opinion.
It does. It does. You're right.
But I don't know. Climbing up, I don't know. I feel like there's many potential people that I could see. There's not really anybody that I'd necessarily count out.
Right. And that's how the
Okay.
West has always been,
Yeah.
right? It's such a shootout. Just hard to peg down one potential team out of everybody because it's any given day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And at any point in time, oh, this player got injured, or oh, this guy's starting to come out of the bench and play a lot better than we expected. So it's just such an interesting thing. And I think that's what makes the regular season so much fun. People like to talk down on the regular season play, but I like it. I really do. It's 82 games. Like,
Yeah.
to be in a top 3 seed after 82 games, it's a lot like baseball. It's like
Yeah.
there's no question who those best teams are at that
Mhm.
point. When you
Right.
only play 17, 18 games like the Broncos do, you get into conversations like they're having right now about the Broncos, which are totally invalid, by the way. But
Yeah.
people
Shout
want to
out
talk
Broncos.
about,
Yeah.
shout out
Shout out
Broncos.
the
AFC
Broncos.
West
It's a basketball
champs,
show, but
baby.
hey, shout out to
Hey,
the Broncos.
number 1 in the AFC.
Number 1.
I was there on Sunday watching them take out the Chargers. That was fun.
Yeah.
Good energy.
It's
Broncos
lit.
Nation was there, man.
Mhm.
I
Denver's
couldn't
lit right
hear
now.
anything.
Mhm.
I couldn't hear anything.
Shout out to our Avalanche too.
Yeah.
Shout out, man.
All of our
Denver's-
Denver teams.
Denver
Just
sports.
all of
Denver
them.
Big
sports
blanket
right now.
there. Get
It's
them all.
crazy.
But,
But
you
yeah.
know, that's a good example though, because then you generate these what if conversations. Are they good enough, or are they actually good?
Right.
You know, those types of conversations. Whereas in basketball, you don't win 60 games on accident.
Right.
You don't barely win 60 games. Like, it's very difficult to talk down a top seeded basketball team. Same thing in baseball. Like, it's just so clear cut.
Right.
And for the West, it's so razor thin on these margins. Do you
Mhm.
see, who else do you see coming up through the West right now? There's a lot of teams getting hot.
I think we got to keep our eye out on the Phoenix Suns. Actually,
Really?
I did not have a lot of faith in them going into the season at all. Obviously they lost KD. They brought in like Dylan Brooks. Like, I don't know. I was just like, I don't know. This seems like it's going to be a dysfunctional team. But right now, I mean, they're one game, out of the 6th spot. They're 3 games back out of the 6th spot. And And Minnesota is, I don't know. I feel like as good as they are, they just go on these like off kind of couple games.
They've lost some
Mhm.
depth.
Yeah. They've lost some depth and they just can't. I mean, they have really good games against like the top tier teams and then they like fall off. And you're like, okay, who are you? Because
Yeah.
I can't figure it out right
Well,
now.
Gobert lost a step. They struggle on the offensive end because outside of Anthony Edwards, they don't have much of a clear-cut scorer.
Right.
So it is difficult for them because then you're relying on guys like Dante DiVincenzo to be your second or third best scorer, and he's great sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes he's really good.
Yeah.
And Julius Randle obviously is up there too. He's played fantastic. But I think guys like Gobert, we're seeing him hit towards the end of his career. He's got that Shaq style of play where he doesn't space the floor. He's a decent free throw shooter, unlike Shaq, but once he slows down, we start to see fouls happen.
Right.
And that's what he's really started to struggle with this year, especially
Yeah, a
is
lot of
fouling
foul trouble.
too much and becoming a non-factor because he can't keep up
Right.
defensively. So he's compensating by being more physical. And it doesn't work in today's game. Guys are too good. And
Yeah.
they're going to draw that foul, as we
And-
see with the Thunder.
And we've talked about it, early on in the season this year is that the pace of play this year in the NBA is the fastest it's ever been. So when you talk about, you get into early foul trouble, 2-3 fouls in the first 2 quarters, you're probably not making it to the end of the game. You're probably going to be fouling out and you're probably going to be having to sit on the bench. And now you bring in, a big guy who's probably even slower, right, than Rudy because he's
Naz
not
Reid.
starting, right? And Naz Reid,
And he's a
who's more of
liability on defense.
and he's more of a 4 though, really.
Yeah.
He's really more of a 4 to space the floor. When he's stuck underneath, he has a tendency to foul too because he's got to play a lot tougher.
He's undersized. Yeah.
Right. And so, the Timberwolves and the Suns, I could see them maybe like flip-flopping. Obviously, the Rockets, Nuggets, Lakers, Spurs, Thunder, they're going to be battling it out, I think, if everyone can kind of keep pace. But when you look at it, I mean, Oklahoma City is sitting at 30 wins. San Antonio's at 25, 24, 24, 23, and 22. So everyone's
Right there.
right there.
Not
Right.
clear cut.
It's not, in a couple of games, and that's why we talked earlier about the Nuggets keeping pace here because everyone's right there, right? If you go on a 3-game losing streak, you find yourself in the 5th or 6th spot. Now you're like, okay, what do we got to do to keep pace here? And like I said, the East is also, very close. But yeah, I think the Suns have been winning some games late. They have that toughness. They have scoring. I just don't think they have an identity. And so I think there's a team to watch out for in the West. But let's hope it doesn't get close for us.
Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic. Dylan Brooks, shout out to him. I think that's a player that's really gone under the radar as contributing to winning culture because, let's be honest, he's a goofy guy. He's a goofy dude.
guy.
He does some funny stuff to look cool or intimidating or whatever he's feeling that day.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I laugh at most of the stuff he does. And I count him out too. I do it all the time because you usually do guys like that who just kind of do movie type stuff and it just doesn't really work, So I think it's been incredible. He's won everywhere he's gone. Since he left the Grizzlies have not looked the same. Since he left the Rockets, I think the Rockets worked out a good trade for them. Kevin Durant's been a seamless fit for them. So hasn't seen too much, but they're in a similar situation to where they were in last year. They didn't necessarily improve as a team. So Dylan Brooks has been one of those guys like that spark plug. Now he's averaging over 20 points per game.
Yeah.
Something I never really thought he was capable
game
of.
winners.
Yeah. To be honest, I always saw him as a Draymond, just kind of a slot in type spark plug player. And he's proving that he can legitimately be a number 2 guy on a team. And then you get Mark Williams in there, talented center. They just got a lot of young guys. And I think some of that pressure is off their shoulders now. So they don't feel, with somebody like Kevin Durant's on your team, and then you also have Devin Booker, the amount of pressure you're under is so immense because the expectation is win it all.
Right.
And now they don't have that expectation. And that really does, like MPJ is seeing, it just allows these guys to go out and play. They don't have to worry about how they're going to look because no one is expecting much from them this year. So I would assume, including Suns fans. So I think that they're just playing with a lot of heart. And hey, we can actually win some games, So it's good to see them on a good trajectory because now that Kevin Durant's off that team, I'm a Suns fan. I like to see them win, even though
I like
we got the Suns in 4 meme for the Nuggets, so there's still some animosity there. But we ended up winning a championship, so whatever.
They're gonna have to get over it.
We all know how that that ended for the Suns that year.
Yeah. No, you're right. I think Dylan Brooks. I mean, ever since I remember him back at Oregon, he was a winner in Oregon too. So he's just getting back to more of the scoring than the defensive role. I think they obviously pushed him back to a defensive role in Memphis and Houston because you didn't need that type of scoring from him. But I think he's starting to change the game. And
he's in like the social media role. On the Grizzlies.
Exactly. he's also been on our show, fan of the show. For some of his looks that he's pulled out of the closet.
And I understand you got some looks for us today, DC.
There are some looks. So we got Gianna on the show today.
Oh, yeah.
Mind you guys, Guerrilla Sports girls are the fashionistas of Denver. All right. We got Gianna. Shout out Liv. Shout out Susie. Right.
Megan. They've all got some great fashion.
Megan's got the shoes.
We got a fitted squad.
I'm telling you, the girls at Guerrilla Sports kill it. They kill the fashion. And we
appreciate that. Thank you.
Hey, yours are my teammates. So, shout them out when you see them out there in the field. Tell them how good they look because they're killing it.
But before we get into tunnel talk, we just got to say one thing. Big shout out to Furniture Row.
Yes. Look at this set, guys. Look at this set. It looks fantastic. Shout out to Furniture Row. Shout out to 361 as well. Our boys over at 361.
Yeah. 361 provided the shoes I'm wearing today. We got Hunter Hugh providing the jacket. Big fan of the show there. But these chairs, man, like I sink into these.
These are nice.
Comfortable.
I could do like a 5-hour show like this.
Mm-hmm.
Without having to get up.
No, this is nice.
This is nice and comfy. It's sturdy. That's all you want out of furniture. Just like good, sturdy, high quality furniture.
Exactly.
That's what you get there.
And that's what you get at Furniture Row. Good quality furniture.
Good quality furniture.
And comfortable.
Yeah. But now let's see what kind of outfits.
The
NBA has for us this week because I'm interested.
I know that
every week I'm interested because it's like what more crimes against fashion?
Some people go all out. Some people are in their sweats every day. I think it's the most intriguing thing in the entire world. And why is there so much of a discrepancy between the two?
Yeah, why? That's a good
Where's
question.
The consensus?
What is? Like, do they don't call each other?
We've been talking about consistency all day, and they don't have that with the fashion either, I guess. But
maybe that translates to the court. Lack of consistency in the tunnel, lack of consistency on the court. Maybe I don't know.
We might have a new study.
Maybe a little correlation
for sports here. But let's pull up our first look here.
Oh my gosh!
Now I like my bags. But
Do you
this,
like them?
I like a bag. I don't like a purse on a man personally, but I like a bag. But I had to show this bag because I thought,
It's
what's
half
Cade
his size.
Yeah.
And he's a tall man.
Who is this?
That's Cade.
Cade? Oh, Cade. I couldn't even tell. Dude looks like he's about to go hit 18 holes.
He doesn't look like he's headed to the basketball.
I mean, that
Yeah.
What's
legit.
in the bag?
Golf
What-
clubs,
Yeah,
probably.
That's literally what I was thinking.
Like, that's the only thing I can think of. It
Yeah,
looks like
it's
he
pretty
converted a
big.
golf club bag into a regular bag.
Into
Like
a
they used the
crossbody.
same amount of fabric and just refashioned it.
It's about the same
Into-
size.
I don't even know what I'd call that. Like,
It's bigger than a duffel
like
bag.
a storage unit bag. Like,
Body
mini-
bag.
yeah,
Yeah.
body bag. Yeah, literally. Actually, that
Miniature
would be kind of
storage
cool.
unit. But
Carrying body bags into a team game.
yeah,
like-
this is
I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
the glasses for me though that really
So-
screw everything up here.
Maybe it's the hat and the glasses with the bag. I don't know. It's
Like
just,
the color isn't terrible. Like we're
No.
actually kind of
It all
coordinated.
matches.
Yeah, like
It
it's
goes
coordinating
together.
relatively
It matches
well.
nicely.
It's the high socks though. I don't love those coming back, especially when they're like that. They're
See,
just kind
that
of
doesn't
there.
bug me. I like the
Really?
socks.
you like the
Yeah.
high
Interesting.
sock. Okay,
I
like
think
the crew
I don't
socks.
want to see a man's ankle. Cover it up.
No, that's
Okay.
fair. But I mean, like, I don't know. If you got high
This is
socks,
good insight, boys.
wear
You
them
write this-
all the way.
Men, are you writing this down? All right. We don't want
No
to see
ankles.
no ankles.
Ankles are banned.
Gianna says
Yeah.
no ankles.
But the bag is a little much.
Would you
Yeah,
rock
it's a
one
little
like
much.
that? Just a giant bag?
Like, I do every day because I carry everything around with me at all times. But I also am a woman who carries a purse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
That's
I'm
valid.
always very curious. They all carry in their bags. Some of them are even just their little toiletry bags and whatnot. I'm always curious what they have in there because
What's in the
there's
bag?
people bringing in their actual suitcases with their clothes and I'm sure their toiletries and whatnot. So I have always been very intrigued what is inside the
Yeah.
bag.
We
Yeah.
were wondering that
Yeah.
too, especially when we see bags like this.
It's Especially one
what
that
could
big.
Are you
possibly
moving
be in the bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, like are you staying for a
Right.
few days? Like
Yeah.
what's going on here, Kate?
This might be an inside story we have to follow up
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
the
yeah, I
Nuggets.
don't know if we can
Maybe
throw
we
that.
should start asking in the
I
locker
think
room.
we throw it in the locker
Yeah.
rooms if
Yeah.
you want to get some of that coverage. I
That
think
was a
that'd be
cool bag you
interesting.
brought in today.
Yeah.
What are you keeping there?
Yeah, like a
What's in
little
the bag?
backstory, like
Yeah.
because I think there could be some guys who carry some cool stuff, like sentimental items. Some of those
Yeah,
like
good luck
good
item.
luck
Yeah.
items, ritual items that they use because a lot of players do stuff like that. So
yeah,
I'd be really
rituals are a
intrigued.
big thing in the NBA
Yeah,
for
a
sure.
lot of people don't
See,
understand how big of a deal it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was sitting here just thinking like maybe some deodorant.
I would
I'm
hope.
like, what's in there?
I would
Yeah.
hope there's some deodorant
At
in there.
least.
At least, my
Like
God.
it's always the little toiletry bag too.
And like
Yeah.
guys in the NBA, like we know when you don't wear deodorant, so please,
We know.
Yeah,
please bring it with you. But I think for me, it's the kung fu glasses that really like sell this outfit as a no for me. Like
for me, it's
that
the bag.
really displaces the whole vibe of what we're looking at
Mhm.
because it's just
Also,
such an
you're
interesting
inside.
look. It's like he's going in the Matrix.
Yeah, I don't know
It's
where
like
he's
Matrix
going.
Reloaded meets Happy Gilmore.
I don't know where he's going, but he's not dressed the right way.
This
for
is
it.
definitely an Adam Sandler fit.
Yeah,
this is an Adam
A
Sandler
little
fit
bit,
if I
yeah.
ever seen one for sure.
Well, that's-
I think that he would rock this on Happy Gilmore.
So it's
for
going to be
sure.
a no.
That's
I'm
a
going to have
not
to
it.
say not it for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So
Nope.
not it for us. Let's move on to the next one here.
What do we got?
Jordan
Oh,
Clarkson.
Hmm.
Clarkson again.
Now,
a lot of heavy size going on.
I
in here.
mean, I like the top and I like a camo pant. What's going on with them though? Why are they capris?
I
Why
do
is
not
it-
like the capri.
I hate the capris.
Why are they capris?
Yeah.
I mean, we have the crew socks again and the all black Timberlands. It just doesn't flow to me. It
No,
doesn't flow as a cohesive look.
All right,
Mm-mm.
Gianna, what's your breakdown here?
the capris absolutely have to go. Like I said,
Heinous.
I don't want to see it ankle on a man. Either wear shorts or wear pants. I don't get that.
Pick one.
But I don't like the Tims either. I'm just not really a fan of black shoes. I don't think unless they're like regular
Yeah.
cute boots. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
But I do like the jacket, and I'm fine with the beanie.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the jacket beanie
It's the
combo.
bottom half that's making it a
Yeah,
no for me.
Yeah.
I appreciate that he's wearing clothes that like somewhat fit. I think that's a
That's
that's a big
hope.
plus. Like baggy's fine. Like the camo bagginess is fine. But I think camo has turned into such a fashion cop out. Like it's
Mhm.
like I don't know how to dress very well, so I'm gonna wear what I see people wearing online, and like it's camo, and it's dude, you're not a soldier. I know that's not what they're going for, but it just
He's getting ready for battle.
It never looks right. It
You're not a
never looks
soldier.
right with Fitz to me, unless he was like going off-roading or something, or shooting range or something closer to the fit ideology. But if he would have worn those same pants and they matched the top,
If
or
they
like
went
a
all the way
gray-
down.
yeah, if they,
Yeah.
like they
Went
did-
all the way
if
down.
we were talking like black and like full-fledged pants, solid fit.
I got some camo
But
jeans.
the
I have
ca-
some like dark
like
camo
camo.
jeans. So I'm gonna have to wear them one day.
I
I'm
like
gonna have to wear them on
camo.
the show
People
one
who
day.
wear camo are the ones who try to talk about how fashionable they are. I think not saying you two specifically, but
We are fashionable.
those are the ones who I see are the ones who are always
Yeah.
like snob fashioning everybody
Yeah.
else, and it's like that's not a main conversation starter for me. But I agree, capri pants totally
The
ruin the
capris
fit.
are the
Capris
Because
are
we could even let the
really
camo slide because
like it's like a capri flare too.
Yeah,
Like it's yeah.
It
And
looks
then
like
the
they're
white
not meant
sock,
to be
that doesn't
capris.
match anything.
No.
Yeah, and it makes the socks stand out.
Yeah.
It like
My
really
eyes
makes
are
the
just
socks
drawn.
pop. Yeah,
Right, you're drawn to the bottom
Yeah.
of the
Because it's the
outfit.
brightest
The worst
colors.
part of the
Yeah.
outfit too.
Right, exactly. And then like the Tims don't look like they're tied, like they are, but like the tops aren't tightened.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
So it's
It's
gonna
just-
be a
it's-
not
I
it.
might prefer the big bag over that, honestly.
Yeah, that's a not it for me
So
as
we
well.
move the big bag up over this
Yeah.
as the last look. Well, just wait because we got some more stuff.
That's a not it for sure.
Okay,
Oh,
Oh,
my
Alfred
God.
Schengen.
I take it back. This is my
Al-
least favorite.
This is horrible. Alfreen, what are
DC,
you
did
doing?
you pick all ones you don't like?
I just love seeing the reactions because look at
DC
these
likes
looks.
making me mad. Is
I
what it
love,
is.
yeah, I love seeing the
It's-
reactions.
Okay, ponchos are in for females. Ponchos are a big thing right now, but I don't think he can rock it.
It's like a t-shirt.
It's like
poncho.
a poncho cape.
It's I'm like, is it a shirt? Is it just a poncho? There's
A
holes
blanket
in
with
it.
a hole in the top.
There's
Yeah,
there's like
a
a
blanket
hole.
with a
There's
hole
like
in
a
the
lot of
top.
holes in it too.
I
so
don't
I'm
like that style either.
the homeless holes.
Yeah.
No, I don't like the homeless
Yeah,
look either.
wear your
Yeah.
clothes. They'll get holes.
Yeah. And then
That's a
and then
big
give
thing.
them away or throw them away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop wearing them with holes in it, people.
Buying like new used clothing is
It's very weird
interesting.
to me.
Either
Yeah, I don't like
actually
it.
vintage thrift them or get them new. Like they
Mhm.
should have all the clothing intact. But
Mhm.
yeah, for me, the holes, I'm gonna say no. And then just the style, because we
Just-
get the poncho, which like okay, like taking a risk, not too crazy, but like obviously, then we get like
Some khakis.
yeah, khakis, and then like a totally wrong printed bag there, a brown and yellow.
Which I know that
checkered
Louis
bag.
Vuitton bag is very expensive, I'm sure.
Uh-huh.
But like we said on the show, if you have to tell me the price just to say that it's fashionable,
It's not.
it's not.
That's this whole
Also,
outfit.
that's supposed to be like a statement piece, and I think the shirt is taking way more of the statement.
You're
than
right.
The bag,
You're
so
right.
you
I didn't
cannot
even
be doing
see the
both.
bag at first.
You're right. You're right. The bag should be he should wear all black and
Right.
just have the bag.
'Cause
in
that's
there.
a
if you're
pretty
gonna
loud
rock a
bag.
like
That's a
that.
loud
Yeah,
bag.
Bright
exactly.
yellow, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got some dad shoes on.
And then you're
like-
wearing a cape, so I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, it's like vampire Shingun here, like meets Louis V. But yeah, I'm with you. This whole outfit screams you would have to tell me how much it costs for me to like it, and that means it's not a good outfit.
No,
Mhm.
it's a terrible outfit.
That's
It looks
a
horrible.
major not it. That's
Mhm.
also my least favorite of the
Yeah.
day.
Well,
bottom of the
we have one I've been waiting
Oh,
to get your
God.
opinion on.
I'm not
for
even
this.
ready for this.
I don't even know if you're ready.
I don't think
All
I
right.
am. I mean, I'm not getting any more ready. Oh my gosh, dude, Shay.
The capris again.
They're
What is that?
leather. So we got a crocodile skin leather capri pant with a cheetah hoodie, zip up hoodie, and some sorels.
Yeah, the shoes
And a
too.
belt buckle.
Very
Let's see if I can-
interesting.
is this
All
gonna
right,
make it
Gianna,
bigger?
give us your
Oh, no,
breakdown. What do you
so-
think of this fit?
I think separately, none of the pieces really bother me that much. I don't love that the pants are capris, but if they were paired with other things, I think I could possibly get past it.
You're a big crocodile pants capri fan?
Yeah, a little bit maybe.
a little bit.
But I think that the three pieces together absolutely do not go whatsoever. Like if
No.
I saw that hoodie by itself with a pair of black sweats or something, wouldn't bug me.
Wouldn't bug
I
you.
would kind of
the
enjoy
cheetah
it.
print's
I
coming
think.
back. You like the cheetah print
I
on guys?
if they have the aura to be able to rock it, then go ahead. But if you don't, then I don't prefer. But obviously, anyone in the NBA is going to have the aura to rock it. So I don't like all three together, but I think separately they would be fine.
There's something
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I echo that sentiment. I actually don't mind the pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hate I hate when someone looks like they just like got a presents and then they just put all of the presents on at the same time.
It's like they were
Want to
cleaning
use
their
all their
room.
new things.
Yeah, but they like, this is what this looks like a kid who got all these like new things on Christmas and then just like put them all on at the same time.
Yeah.
And didn't consider how it looks together.
Yeah.
This is me going to my childhood home and thinking I have clothes in my closet to wear.
You're just going, oh, I like this.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't need
like
to pack
these.
anything. I'll be
Yeah.
fine. My pants are too short.
Maybe that's what happened. Maybe Shay visited his hometown. Just come out, come out with
sweatshirts a
stuff.
little tight, you know.
Yeah,
Bringing the
actually, this
cheetah
is a
print
childhood
back.
home fit for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of it matches.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely not I mean, there's some major fashion violations in this outfit, like just from like standard fashion things. You don't mix prints. He's doing a terrible job of that. Like, not only is he mixing prints, they're totally different colors. They don't go together well. Like, we've got maybe 6 colors involved in this fit. The
Yeah.
green socks
green
don't match the
socks.
green pants. Like, and he's wearing egregious Tims. Like, those are like heavy
They
Tim
look-
boots.
They look bad.
They're not even tied fully. They're red laces for some reason. Like, there's no red on this whole outfit.
Yeah.
Like, no other even accent of red, which is usually where I'd like to see that. Like, okay, you got some
Mhm.
highlighted accents, whatever. Same thing with the socks. Like, yeah, the only thing I will say is at least the clothes kind of fit, but they're almost
Except
too
the
tight.
pants.
Yeah, and the pants don't. I mean, again, they're like capris. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is not it. And then the belt buckle, I don't know. And I don't like Shay. So there's that.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
was
So I
waiting for
hate the
that. I was
outfit to
waiting for that.
start.
I'll always admit it. I just don't
Oh,
like.
it's-
I don't like him. I don't like anything about him. Really.
His second favorite player.
Yeah, all time second favorite.
Well, since we had Gianna on, there's a couple looks from Gianna that Gianna wanted us to see
Oh,
that I brought in
okay.
from our boys from the Mile High.
I
And-
chose all the
And I
nuggets.
gotta
Oh, we
say,
got some Nuggets
I
fans.
I picked a couple. And I gotta say I like them.
Mm-hmm.
So
All
here we
right.
go.
Oh yeah, the
So we
blue.
got, we got P Watt in the J's.
We've got some
in the
swaggy
11s.
guys on our
See, I don't
nuggets.
They
mind
do.
that size.
They really do.
Is this
Mhm.
so? Okay, let's talk about this bag though for a second, because I like this outfit. I like this look. I don't really have a lot of notes. I like it. And I like blue too. What do we think about the bag though?
I think it's fine. Like, it's not trying to be too loud. It's a good size. It's travel.
Is it close to a purse size?
Kinda. I
Yeah.
mean, that's more of like a gym bag. It's like in between a gym bag and a purse for me. Like a laptop bag size almost.
Okay, I like a laptop.
I
bag.
don't.
have a
I
laptop
don't see
bag.
this one as bad. And then on top of that, it's not just loud and egregious. Like,
It goes
we
with
see
the
with
fit.
yeah, it goes.
The
perfectly
shirt
with
and the
fit.
hat and the bag and the shoes.
This is
are
a
all
for nice
black.
touches. All
is a for
very
sure
nice,
fit.
cohesive
Fit.
touches.
Like, Watson knows how to dress,
This
man.
swag.
Like, that's
This is
a nice.
swagged out.
That's a
Mhm.
nice fit. Like, we can tell it goes together. It's all meant to be worn together. And then he has the accents right with the black, like where he's not wearing the branded clothes. So like, he did a really good job of curating this fit. And like, I'd have to say this is an it for sure. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
this
Yeah,
one.
This
I
is
like
a hit.
it.
This is a little ode to Cookie Monster. I like it. I like it. Yeah.
Cookie Monster fit, man.
This
little
is a
Cookie
yes from me.
This is a yes.
The first yes.
This is
Yeah.
the first yes for
And
all
it
of
was
us.
a
All of
nugget.
us. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
of
it's a
course.
nugget.
Of course.
But that's
Yeah.
not even a biased thing. Like, I would.
No,
whoever
this
would
is a-
wear
this is a
this,
fit.
it's a good fit.
This is a good fit. And it's like I'm going to the game, about to go put some points up. Like, I'm not wearing
But I got some swag
leather
and money.
leather
and,
pants that
yeah.
don't fit as
Mhm.
and my boots are untied as I'm walking to go play basketball.
Yeah, you don't look
Yeah.
like an idiot.
And we got one more.
I
Hey.
like this one a lot.
Is that Tim?
That is
Mhm.
Tim.
Tim Hardaway.
This is one of my favorite Nuggets looks so far this year.
Really?
I'm of
The
the
tan
opinion
and brown is really popular.
Yeah.
this
It looks
season.
good.
a lot of guys have been wearing the browns.
Yeah.
Um,
And with the tan, especially, I've noticed
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
multiple brown like variances I've
Mhm.
noticed in the fits.
I'm of the opinion too. I don't love when they try a little too hard. And I feel like this looks like he's trying, he's putting in effort. He's not just in the sweats, but he put colors together. He matched his hat to his pants, did a little sandwich method.
Mhm.
I think he looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. Again,
like-
it's like you said, not trying too much, but
Mhm.
clearly making an effort,
Hmm.
conscious of the colors he's wearing, but also kind of a casual fit. Like, this is somebody who's paying attention to how he dresses. and doesn't want to look ridiculous. And I think he accomplished that goal. Like that's
pop
that's
of
a good
color, a
outfit.
little pop of color with the vest, right?
Vests are hard to pull
Could
off.
have gone even with or without the vest, and I actually like the pop of color with the vest to kind of like bring the dull browns.
Well, the browns are
Yeah.
definitely one of his colors.
Yes.
Like I think that the color scheme fits his complexion very well.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, and I agree with you. I think it does add. It's like the final piece of the fit,
right?
It's a really like, yeah, exactly, like hammer home. Like, no, this is a fashionable fit, not just like
I'm just wearing my
chilling.
sweatshirt.
Yeah,
to the game,
like because without
Mhm.
that, I would say that this is more of just like a casual, everyday type fit. But now he's got more of a look going on.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I like this one. The two Nuggets, they killed it. They killed it. But that's why
Our two yeses.
I had to bring a little hecticness.
Yeah,
to
the Nuggets usually do perform well in the tunnel walks. Like I gotta say, out of everybody, especially all the ones that we see, there's some people who are consistently on here, and the Nuggets are never the not it guys because like they really do a good job of finding their style and wearing it well. Like Aaron Gordon is an incredible dresser. I have to say, like
we'll get him back
Christmas
on the show
Day
too.
Fit was awesome. Did you guys see that one? The red blazer and like the red suit, that velvet and the black. Like,
I did.
I'd wear that. That was amazing.
Santa
I wish I looked good
uniform.
enough to wear that. That was a good fit, man. Like that was a really nice.
Never
fit.
say never. We might see you at the game one day.
Hey, maybe.
He had a nice blue monochromatic suit look that I really enjoyed.
He did.
Well.
I'll put that one on. I'll get that one on the show here because that one was clean.
Mm-hmm.
That one was clean. He knows how to put it together.
Yeah,
he knows how to put it together.
Well, and everyone does such a good job of just doing their style well. Like they don't all have the same style, but they all wear their styles really well,
100%.
and they don't do too much. But you can tell it's fashionable. You can tell it's well made and like a good outfit.
Yeah,
but it's also not like you just look absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, and they're not getting ready for the runway. They're getting ready for the basketball.
Yeah,
right.
But while still looking good. Like that's a hard thing to pull off.
Yeah.
Like focused on the game, but also conscious of how they look as a player and as a person. So it's impressive. It's really impressive to see a whole team operate that way. I think that's the biggest shock for me because we see these teams and man, they're all over the place.
Yeah, there's some looks. As we saw, there are some looks.
Yeah.
I can't believe those players were going to play in the same games that those Nuggets players were going to play. How does that make sense? That they're going to the same place and look so completely different.
Out there doesn't always mean fashionable.
Yeah.
No.
Children versus men.
Put it on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Out there doesn't always mean fashionable. I like
Sometimes
that.
it works, majority of the time it doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the end of our looks for the day. But I thank you for coming on and giving us your insight because you are a fashionista yourself. So we needed that insight from you. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, you picked some fun ones. Those were some good ones to take a look at. It was a lot of fun, and I appreciate you guys for having me. I mean, always fun talking basketball, specifically Nuggets and fashion.
And tell the people where else they can find you coming up in the next few months.
Yeah. Well, if you want to follow me on social media, you can find me at Gianna_Girardi on Instagram. I post a lot on TikTok as well, but I'll be in and around Ball Arena covering the Nuggets throughout this season, and I'll be back at Coors Field when Rockies starts. So everything sports related and I don't know, all good and exciting stuff.
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Gianna, for coming on. It was so much fun having you
guys.
here.
Yeah, what a fun little Nuggets team we have.
Yes. Yeah. A lot to look forward to. And what game are you going to be at next for the Nuggets?
Friday's game.
Excellent.
Mhm.
All right.
That's
We'll
right.
be
We're
looking
back
for
at home.
Gianna out there on the sidelines.
Predictions
pregame.
for the night?
Predictions for tonight. Let's start with Gianna. What do you think? We got Celtics.
I think it was great that we're coming off the win that we are, and that confidence is instilled in our not starting players. But sometimes I don't know. The Celtics are kind of on a rip right now, and they're making me a little nervous.
Yeah.
If AG and CB are back, we're gonna be positive and say we're getting the win.
Let's
Okay.
go.
All right. AG and CB are the X factors here.
Mhm.
I think it'll be competitive through 3 quarters. I think the Celtics do win this one. I think that they just played really hard against the 76ers, and who knows, stranger things have happened.
That's true.
But I think it's going to be 129 to 120 Celtics.
Ooh.
Score prediction.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of on the same thing. I think that it will be a very close game. But unless we get a large scoring output by someone that we might not expect, or if we have multiple guys at the 20-30 point range, I think that's what we need to win. If we don't get that, I think that the Celtics win this one, and then we win again when we come home on Friday. So I'd say 123-131.
Also, just end of a long road trip. These guys are all definitely exhausted and ready to probably be in their own beds. 13 days on the road is a very long
Did you
trip.
see that travel video?
Yes. I can't remember how many miles, but they listed the amount of miles they traveled.
That's insane.
It looks crazy.
How can you be expected to go out and run 5 miles sprinting the whole time after all of that? Every night.
It's a lot.
It's nuts. It's a lot to
money.
Be on.
That's why.
Yeah,
money. That's how you're expected to do it. But no, but yeah. So interesting games this week. We'll see what happens, but hopefully everyone makes it home safe and sound. No more injuries.
And we'll be back here in Ball Arena on Friday. Maybe I'll see some of you guys there.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us today. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Court Report. Sorry.
Merry Serbian Christmas.
Yes.
Merry Serbian Christmas.
I forgot. How do you say it? I don't know how to say it.
That's how I say it. That's the extent.
I'm not going to try it because my last accent was not good.
No.
I'm not going to try to say it, but yes. Happy Serbian Christmas.
Yeah.
But that's it for us, I guess, on the Court Report. We'll see you guys next week.